Hello. Wait a second. I just took a sip of coffee. And the coffee went down both my pipes. All right. So I hope you all doing well. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. And let me know. Give me a share on some pages and like, and go to my YouTube would be really helpful too. Patrick Sozo on YouTube, and subscribe, and that would be good. All right. So we're going to do some live readings. It's different. I'm on Tony's system tonight, and so I'm not really looking at the camera. Maybe I should sit up a little bit more. All right, so we're going to do some free readings, free pendulum work, some sound therapy tonight. Gee, I don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to go in and really shoot for some healing for people. So yeah, coffee. All right. My producer's working right now in the background here.
Good. Go ahead and talk.
So anyway,
I'm just trying to figure out why your name's not up there.
If you have some questions, relationship questions, maybe career and such, and pull some cards for you, and we'll see what Spirit has to say, right? And it's that simple. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. So really, we're just applying our faith, and you can switch that word faith with the word intention, and same difference. So faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. And so we're going to apply our faith. My beautiful wife's popping in.
Oh, shoot. I can't find why your name's not up.
Oh, okay. Well, usually there's a banner up here that says my name, but for some reason it's not showing it. So hopefully I don't forget my name. Hey, Rose. Linda. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a share. Give me a like. Perhaps you can go to my Patrick Sozo on YouTube and subscribe there. And I will definitely pull you a card, Linda. Where let me know where you guys are at. That's the most interesting thing about being on Facebook Live and YouTube Live and such, is seeing where everybody's at this moment in the country and around the world. So let me know where you're at. And we're going up. And Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah. And Richard, long time no see. I haven't been on a lot. I've been on my own thing doing some stuff. And I'm pretty excited because there's all kinds of stuff going on. I know I'm not looking at the camera, but I just give up on that right now. So Rose, Australia. Very cool. Very cool, Rose. It's like a day and a half ahead there. So what's the date and time, Rose, if you don't mind me inquiring? All right. Let me go up here. I had a question. Somebody said that, but yeah, Richard, my nose look like it's gonna fall off. Yeah, I got a pencil, a bunch of other things going on. Nah, that sounds serious, Richard. Well, we'll put some thought and intention towards some healing for you too, okay? From Australia. Let me know where you're at, Richard. And it's 11:36 a.m. Sunday. Interesting, because it's like 6:30. 6:30 heat. Go ahead, 12 hours. Yeah, wow, interesting. What a trip, huh? You're calling from the future, Rose. Yeah, I hear you, Richard. Life is hard. So, Linda, where are you from, Linda? Greenleaf. Let me know where you're from. That'd be fun. All right. Sunday morning, Richard. So you're someplace where it's Sunday morning. All right. So going for Richard right now because he's a little down. I just want to ask Spirit about things changing for Richard. Medically changing for Richard. That things are going to start resolving. And I get a yes. My yes is going right now. To me, this is clockwise. So, but I'm swinging it intentionally right like that. But it was to give me yes here. And let's see here. I'm going to give you some cards, Richard. Interesting. So it's a beautiful day here in Arizona. One of the things you need to start doing, Richard, is, and you may already be doing this, because you're on this page, so you're obviously seeking and such, but vibrational therapy for your body, pH therapy in the sense of making sure you're eating or drinking lots of greens. You want to keep your pH in a 7.5 area thereabouts, neutral. So you can get the saliva or urine, it's the same thing, saliva strips. You can also use them by peeing on them too. We'll tell you what your pH is, and that will help a lot in your healing and recovery. Richard, okay? Yes, I'll be blowing my horn. I can blow my horn in a little bit. That would be good too. Make sure you have headphones for that, because then we get it right in. So Richard, the first card I have for you is the Page of Pentacles, okay? And it's real pretty. And it's got 4 words on it: expand, physical, action, and commitment. So I'm not saying past, present, or future for this reading, okay, Richard? This is right now. And if I can figure out the angle, real pretty. See the wheel within the wheels? It's got the cross in there. It's got expand, physical, action, and commitment. So to break this down, Richard, you're expanding. Something is expanding in your life, not just the sickness, but learning about the stuff. It's a two-edged sword. You can learn about the stuff, but if you don't know about the stuff, you certainly can't do anything. Physical, that's a given. Action, so taking action, okay, Richard? Finding out what you need to know naturopathically, using essential oils, using food as medicine. And commitment, committing to it, committing to the process for your healing. Does that make sense, Richard? And Wheel Life, yes, definitely. Pretty card. These cards are from Ireland. Yeah, that's for Richard, and that's for everybody that feels like you bear witness to that card right now. All right, let's get another card for Richard. So that's an action card. That's a now card. Okay, Richard? If you give me a little bit of a response when you can. Second card to go for Richard, 3 of Swords. This is interesting. Conflict, fidelity, focus, revealing truth, and decision. So there are truths and there are revealing truths, right? Make sense? Beautiful swords, the fire in there. The swords are an offensive weapon. This is 3 is a holy number. So there's some conflict because you're going to buffet and come against those things, those sicknesses in your body. Fidelity and focus. Fidelity is like, I want to say kind of like a listening term. Yeah, I've heard the term high fidelity. And focus, which really, when it comes down to focus, you can come around to hypnotherapy, self-hypnosis, different techniques, which causes your autonomic nervous system to relax, and that neutralizes your pH. Revealing truth and decision. So you got to make some decisions. Okay, Richard, you following with me? Well, you know what? There's a lot of stuff you can do that does not require any finances at all as far as walking towards your healing. Breathing techniques, self-hypnosis. When I say self-hypnosis, we can do that. You can find a lot of free stuff on YouTube. As far as nutritionally speaking, you need to eat some dark greens, man. And like, if that doesn't cost very much. Vegetables are a lot cheaper than meat. And I'm a carnivore, so don't get me wrong, Richard. I'll eat my meat first most of the time. But so that's stuff you can do, okay? All right. So there's a couple cards for you, and those are action cards. The first one, expand. Expand your search, Richard. Expand your area of inquiry. Physical. Maybe you need to start exercising. Maybe you need to do something, because that also will neutralize. It'll release endorphins and it'll cause you to feel better. Give yourself 30 minutes and do anaerobic. It's called anaerobic, not aerobic. We've all heard of doing aerobics, but that's a long session. You're talking, 45 minutes to an hour. Anaerobic, you're going to do 60 seconds to 2 minutes bursts. And then you're going to take the same amount of time that you did doing the exercise off. And you're going to do that incrementally for at least over a half an hour, combined. Does that make sense, Richard? And everybody else? Looks like we have a phone number. You can call in. I can also invite you and bring you on live. So I think there was a lady who wanted a card up here. Jean, will I find love in May? Jean Wood, that's a good question for Jean. I hope you're still on here, Jean. That's a yes or no question. Jean wants to know, will she find love in May? Will Jean Wood find love in May? Will Jean Wood find love in May? Will Jean Wood find love in May? Still thinking about it. Jean Wood. Jean, it might help if you tell me where you're at. Maybe you did. Okay, Richard, you're in New York. A lot of stuff. I was just seeing if there's maybe already a post from Jean. Are you still on here, Jean? And if you could tell me where you're at, that kind of helps me correct Deborah. Yeah. All right. You're welcome, Richard. Apply those things, okay? Don't just listen. Write them down. Take the time right now. Write down anaerobic activity, short burst with rest in between each one. That's going to help you release endorphins. Then take some time, do some deep breathing. Remember, if you've heard me blow my horn, then you've heard me talk about this breathing exercise, and you can use the name of God. One of the names of God is Yahweh. It comes from the Hebrew culture. And the legend, there's an old Hebrew legend, talks about the first breath of Adam. And that breath was in, the first breath from God, breathing in the word Yah and exhaling way. And you want to use the same timing you would just for normal intentional meditational breathing, which is 4 to 5 seconds in, hold it 4 to 5 seconds, and release it for 4 to 5 seconds. No necessity, you don't have to sit there and count, but just breathe in and not like a quick breath. You just want to make it a relaxing breath. And then you want to hold it for a relaxing amount of time. You don't want to be stressing yourself, and just let it out in a relaxing way. Okay, Richard? Oh, good. Yes, you did the breathing technique. So, Jean, yes, PA. All right, Pennsylvania. All right, Jean. Well, Jean, find love in May. She said, no, I'm sorry, Jean, but the answer is no. That doesn't mean you won't make connections in May. So let's ask this. Will there be any connections in May that Jean needs to pay attention to find love, to connect with the love of her life? That's the question. Jean in Pennsylvania, PA. And that would be a yes. So there's some connections coming up, Jean. I hope you're following this. And those connections are going to have to do with you're eventually, connecting with the person that's going to love you the way you deserve to be loved. And there's a definite yes to that. So cool. That's good. Not say, it's kind of like a little disappointing. Sometimes the answer is no, and I can't tell you any different because, it's not me. I'm just being a conduit, right? And you can practice these things too on your own. You can get yourself a pendulum. I have a couple different kinds. This is the first one I've had. I got this when I was going to Sweeha. And it's pretty. It's got some crystals and there's a lot of energetic stuff going on there, and I really enjoy that. And this is the latest one I have. I've had this for, I don't know, about 6 months now, maybe.
I have Haley. She's been waiting.
There's a Haley Marshall still here. Oh, Haley.
So she asked a question.
You asked a question. I'm sorry, Haley. The comments scroll down and then I lose track, and then I'm talking about other things. So let me go back up and see if I can.
We'll have her post it again.
Yeah, Haley, could you just post your question one more time? Appreciate your patience.
I'm just trying to help.
Bless you. Shalom to everybody here. Shalom is a Hebrew word and means more than just peace. It's really a pregnant word. It means healing, wholeness. It's a blessing to you and your family. From the tip of your nose to the bottom of your toes.
Know if it is Bob.
Thank you. Is it Bob? Oh, that's the specific. Okay. Gotcha.
You're waiting for Haley, so.
Oh, okay. So I'm still waiting for Haley to say, but we're back to Jean. Haley, there's Haley. I just want to know about love. I keep getting told I have found the person. Is this true?
Ask her about Bob for Jean before you move on.
Yeah. So I'm going to finish up with Jean. Jean, this is for Jean and PA. And I'm going to use my other pendulum here. Is it Bob? Is the love? Just Jean and PA. And I just reconnect. She's got connections coming. She wants to know, is it Bob, Spirit? Well, apparently the answer is yes. So, but there's a timing thing.
Was it a
so,
strong yes or?
yeah, that was a definite yes. I mean,
So it's
I'm
all
just telling
about
you.
synchronicity.
Synchronicity, yes. It's all about timing. Okay, so Haley, that's a good pendulum question too, Haley. Deborah wants to know where the link is for donations and how much. That's totally up to you.
It's up above.
It's up above, I guess.
Jar.
It's tip jar. So Haley. And did Haley say where she's from? And for Haley, I get a yes. Keep getting told I found the person. Is this true? And I feel like that's a yes. And then let's go to the cards for you, Haley. UK. All right. So you're late or early. You're 9 hours, something like that. So yeah, my goodness. This is for you, Haley. Relationship. Ace of Cups. I just get taken back sometimes how quickly the spirit and how connected we all are. So Haley, Ace of Cups, love, peace, harmony, blessings, and acceptance. All right. Beautiful. See the heart right there, Haley? Love, peace, harmony, blessings, and acceptance.
She also wants to know too, Haley wants to know if it's Adam. Is it Adam?
Is it Adam? Oh, you want to know a specific? Well, we just pulled that card. Now hold this card in my left hand. And Haley wants to know, is it Adam that's going to love, peace, harmony, blessings, and acceptance? Is it Adam for Haley? And she giggled. Oh, it's coming through now.
Is it barely or is it swinging?
No, it's swinging now. So that would be yes. But as soon as you look at something, Haley, it can change. Just so you know, it's meant to already confirm. You're asking. So it should be a confirmation. This is, it's not the end all to all. It's a confirmation, I hope, for you. It's hopefully you get like an unction, a little, when you go down a hill and there's another hill within the hill, like a roller coaster, and you get that, right? Well, then you already know the answer to your question because you will feel that. Here's another one for you, Haley. Six of Swords, travel, hope, advance, recovery, and listless. That means not to be moved around. That's for Haley and everybody else who feels this is relevant to you right now. Six of Swords. 6 is a human number, the number of man. 6, the swords are offensive. They all come into one point. There's travel, hope, advance, recovery, and listless. That means can't really be tipped over at all or moved. So there we go, Haley. All right. So yeah, you felt that, but you knew it was true. You know what's true. But there's another person involved, another complete Adam. So we just bless that. I hope it all works out for you. I hope, because faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. So you just exerting a little faith. You looking ahead. What's the typical donation? What's the typical donation?
Tip jar. So right now we'll do 1111. How about that?
Yeah, how about 1111? Because this is 11 years, the dark night of the soul, really, for myself. There's been a lot of joy in that time. It's not like it's all, but this is the way it is. now. All right. Can't find link or amount for blessing you. Link, please. I guess it's at the top of the comments, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah, you go all the way up to the top of the comments. I don't see it either.
I just posted it in the chat.
Okay, she just. Hi, Richard.
Tell her to look at the chat.
Look at the chat, I guess.
I just posted.
Thank you, Deborah, for looking and asking that, but we'll get her sorted. So check in the chat. Tony's posting that. And let's see. So I took care of you, Haley. You be blessed. Share. Let people know where you got some good news from. Right?
Join, like your page.
Like my page. I'd appreciate if you go, Haley, to my YouTube, Patrick Sozo, and subscribe and like some videos. That'd be cool too. I got a number of Patrick's Wellness on Facebook. I see it as healing wellness modalities. So you can look for healing wellness modalities or Patrick's Wellness on Facebook. A couple places to get me. This is my wife's channel, the powerful Tony, the Global Healer. Some really incredible things been happening. People that the doctors couldn't do anything for, and then they get better when she gives them the bioscan and healing treatments. She's got an attunement to open your third eye to blow your socks off. And we're going to do a little bit of that tonight, too. We're going to do some of the crystal bowl. I'm going to blow my shofar, do all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm even talking all in English accents since I just ministered to someone in the UK. Raw, is that okay? Okay, I will make connections with Bob and May. Da, 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 da. The plot thickens.
So was it May or was it? Didn't you say it wasn't May?
No, I said she'd make connections in May. She won't. You know, the love spark won't be like. Though you're going to be looking for it now. In regards to that, too. Okay, Gene. Take a breath and pause. Don't try to force nothing. Like I said, as soon as we look at stuff, you know, and you're talking about another personality involved, there's only so much foretelling you do because humans are unpredictable. Yeah, okay. That's how God keeps me humble. It's through communication and the lack of ability thereof sometimes. All right.
Again, we do have open phone line if you'd rather call in.
Yeah, you can call in. We have an open phone line. It's in the chats. I'm going to drink me some coffee, the nectar of the gods.
Also, that if you want to come on with you, then.
Yeah, you can come on live with me right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Come video live. I'll send you a link. I'll invite you into my world, and we will talk and laugh and sing and dance. Well, we won't dance. I might dance.
Okay,
could happen.
Who's next?
Who's next? All right, so I've been shuffling. Deborah, I'm going to give you a call because you're just really trying. Now, the link's there right below the Can't Find post. It's VENMO at Tony the Global Healer.
Is Linda still on? Or?
Linda, are you still on? Did you hear what I said? Didn't I give Linda something? I did. Where's Linda? Linda.
She left already.
She left. Linda. It's hard to keep up with some of these chats and stuff.
That's why I'm helping you.
But I have a handler named Tony the Global Healer. She handles me. All right, so Jean, we took care of you. We did, I'll do some cards. Hey, Jean, let me give you a card. We go with that pendulum right now. Bam. All right. You ready, Jean? You paying attention? Yeah, listening. Knight of Pentacles. Kind of a masculine card. Cool. Cautious. Thorough. Realistic. And unwavering. That's your plan. Okay, for Bob. Knight of Pentacles. I think that's addressing Bob. Okay, Jim. Cautious, thorough. This may be his personality. This may be what you need to do. This is for you to figure out. And again, we have the wheel within the wheel and the cross, beautiful shield. That's a protective device. Sacred geometry going on. So Bob may be cautious, thorough, realistic, and unwavering. That sounds like some good personality traits. Or it may be you need to be cautious, thorough, and getting to know Bob, realistic about what you expect. Because, come on, let's face it, it's not about finding the perfect person. It's finding a person with personality traits that you are willing by your free will to tolerate. Not change, tolerate. Because it's when you go in there and you're thinking, okay, he's got this, this, and that, I can change that. No. That's doomed. That's doomed for failure right out of the gate. You need to love the person for who they are, all the good and all the not so good. It doesn't mean they shouldn't work on themselves, and maybe there's stuff that healthy. But my point is what are you willing to tolerate from the person that you're going to be with the rest of your life? All right. So there you go. I hope that blesses you. All right. Okay. Next time. Love y'all. All right, Deborah. Are you going to stay on? I can give you a card here. This is for Deborah. I believe she's in California and works at soon to be one of my favorite restaurants ever. Sounds like 5 of Wands for Deborah. Rival, debate, hassle, and argument. You know, there's some movement going on for you, Deborah. Are you still there? You're welcome, Jean. Hopefully you're still there, Deborah. There's some movement. There's some gateways. See those beautiful swirls, vortex. Wands are touchstones. Number 5 is grace. There'll be grace. Rival, debate, some hassle and argument. So there's some movement. There's some change going on. You're not going to tolerate something perhaps any longer. There's going to be some communication. You have to rival. There's a rival. Maybe someone, something that rivals your vision for your life. That rivals something. I don't know. You have to sort that part out. Debate. Debate. It's healthy to debate. That's not a negative thing. You can debate. Weigh the pros and cons, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, the hassle, So this is all to give you a heads up. And then the argument, you're just refusing to be walked on or whatever the case may be. So let's go to another card for Deborah. Yay. All right, what we got here? The 3 of Wands. All right, this is a good one, Deborah. Power, journey, perspective, progress, adventure, and confidence. So you had this one, which was the 5 of Wands, and some pretty abrasive verbiage: rival, debate, hassle, argument. But that's all tilling the ground, okay, Deborah? That's all movement. Boom. This is the next one that follows, is the 3 of Wands, holy number of 3. So you have 5. There's a number of grace and change. And if I can figure out how to get this. And then there's power. There's journey. There's that movement. There's perspective. Maybe you're going to get a different perspective. And it's happening right now. I mean, when a person's in the woods, they can't, all they see is the tree. They don't see the forest, right? When you're on a mountain, all you see is the hill. But when you back away from the mountain, you see the whole mountain, right? And then there's progress. And that beautiful star the Wands kind of create. You have adventure. That's pretty cool. You got the 2 portals still going on, just like the light. And confidence. You have adventure and confidence.
So adventure maybe needs like to bring out that inner child.
Yeah, adventure. I mean, leaning, like my wife said, leaning into your inner child, Deborah. Deborah.
Bringing in the inner child, going on adventures.
That's a great card, though.
What was the other one? Also having more confidence in herself.
Yeah, that's what it says on the bottom. Confidence. Have more confidence, Deborah. Have more confidence. Be. Don't wait to feel it. Just be it. Just, I am more confident, right? Again, it's just like forgiveness is not an emotion. It's an action. It's something you do that it or don't do, and either way has consequences. So you just forgive because it's an action, and then you can ask for that feeling of forgiveness towards the people, and that's nice. It's a release, and sometimes you got to do it several times a day. Armani Moni, hello. Where are you at? Jean, love you too. As I say it to my mom, I love you guys. I'm glad you're here tonight. It's Saturday night here in Arizona. It's like 1,000 degrees here now. Not just kidding. It is starting to warm up, but I like it. I like my desert.
It was 100.
It got to 100 today. And I got a tree trimmed up front because of HOA things. That was no fun. But it's done. Want to send from bang on the
Monia, ask her where she's from.
Yeah, where you from, Armani?
And what question? Or
Emma, do you have a question? Maybe a yes or no question for the pendulum? I'm doing cards. I'd like you to share out, please. I'm asking everybody to go to my Patrick Sozo YouTube and subscribe. No, it's not prescribe. Subscribe. I don't pretend to prescribe anything. And this isn't all for entertainment. I'm hoping for healing, that you would feel loved and refreshed, maybe some peace.
So tell Deborah that we don't use PayPal. We use VENMO or CASHAPP. Or private messenger.
Yeah, there's a number of different things that you can use. We got VENMO, CASHAPP. We don't necessarily use PayPal. So Connecticut. Very cool. I haven't spoken to anybody from Connecticut for a while, or ever. Perhaps ever. You're the first person I've ever spoke to from Connecticut. That's intense. It got up to 50 today here in New York. Oh.
He's in New York.
I put on sweaters in 50 degrees.
It's the same in Alaska. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they're on the same meridian, the same line. Longitude. Coffee, good.
Too cold.
All right, so if you have
a question,
you have a question or something, and anybody else has something, please come forward. Right up here in the thing, Deborah, Tony posted the links you can go to there. I don't know if they're links, but they're their address. You can copy and paste. But it's all right if you can't figure it out. That's not a problem.
Oh, okay. So she says that she don't have either, but I'll get to you.
It's all right. I appreciate your heart. This is all about energetic stuff. I'm here. I'm supporting my wife on her channel and practicing my gifts and abilities, and really I'm just after getting likes and shares and some subscriptions on my YouTube, Tony's YouTube. If you haven't checked out, we have YouTube, and we go live simultaneously on Patrick Sozo and my Patrick Wellness Facebook. It also goes by Healing Wellness Modalities.
Well, you're not really practicing. You're a wellness practitioner, certified.
Well, practitioner. Yes. Word practice is in the word practitioner.
Gotcha.
So I'm practicing, which I have not been much. I've been servicing golf carts and doing some stuff, but really, I'm jumping, man. I've jumped off the diving board. My wife knows what that's. I had a vision back in the day
So Armani said.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's good. Will my mother and mother-in-law support my big decision I plan on making regarding being soon to be new mother? Okay, so that's a pendulum. And you want to know if your mom and stepmom will accept big decision to be a new mother. Will there be acceptance from her mom and mother-in-law
For a new baby?
for a new baby? Or will they push back? Starting to connect now. With Armani from Connecticut. It seems to be, it's just hard when I don't have it yet, like on sometimes.
That means it's a hesitant right now. Maybe maybe you should ask separate. Will my mother accept?
True.
From mother.
Yeah, so let's separate that. I just want to connect. I'm feeling that now. Okay. Feeling more of the connection now. So, will your mother accept the idea of a new baby? It's still kind of like right in between here.
So that means it's probably just maybe right now.
Maybe it has something to do with your financial circumstances. I don't know. So, how about the mother-in-law? Can we get any specifics going on here?
I think the mother-in-law probably.
Yeah, there's some positive movement with the mother-in-law. With your mom, it was hesitant, so I don't know why. But undecided, perhaps. I don't know if they know yet. But I mean, when she does know, maybe she's going to take some time about it, process it, right? That's a big thing. I've raised 3 boys. They're all young men and have their own families. I actually have like 9 grandbabies now. So, hopefully that your decision is well received. But let's see.
So the mother was a little hesitant, maybe right now. And then the mother-in-law has.
You're welcome.
Favor.
You're welcome.
So perhaps there's some inner healing between the 2 of them that needs to happen.
Yeah, so there might be some inner healing or something between you 2 or something. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Let's do a little vibrational thing.
Maybe she would like a card.
Yeah, I can come back. I really feel like if you have headphones, I encourage you to put them on right now.
Or your horn.
Maybe I'll do the horn. There were some requests for the horn, which is a shofar, grand Yemenite, that I blow for vibrational sound therapy. So we're going to enter a time. I just want you to get comfortable and get some headphones on, or turn up your speakers really loud, because you just want to feel the experience.
This is a vibrational clearing and tune-up.
So this clears spaces. It tunes up, relaxes, heals. I've had physical healings for people after blowing this, and that kind of stuff. So go ahead, Armani. I think you would benefit from this too. I hope, Deborah, if you're still on, get some headphones on. Richard, maybe some of you, if you're still here, there's 4 on right now.
Yeah, okay. So all they need to do is just take a deep breath in and out and just close their eyes and receive.
So just take a deep breath in and out and close your eyes and just receive. Good. That's good. Headphones in. Good. Good job. I hope you got your headphones right. Hopefully that bless you. We're going to do the bowl next in a little bit. That was a shofar.
You're going to give Armani
And then I'm going to give Armani a card. Is that okay? Armani, let me know. Can I pull some cards for you? A card, some cards.
Jean is still here. She said beautiful.
Oh, you're welcome, Jean. And we can do that some more. Let me know if you didn't get the partake of the horn, didn't have your headphones in. I can do it again.
I'm re-listening to it.
Yeah. All right. She says yes. That being said, oh, 2 cards. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, this is the first one. Beautiful. Oh, Amani. In Connecticut. Connecticut. I just like to say, I'm a kid, right? I'm just a 52-year-old kid. Connecticut. Mississippi. You're not in Mississippi. You're in Connecticut. All right, enough. There's a card. The number 3, Empress. Promise. Femininity. Femininity. There's a word. Femininity. That's good that's beautiful. Creativity and assurance. This is your first card for Armani and for everybody else watching. That caffeine is kicking in a little bit. Card's a little shaky. Promise. Femininity. Creativity and assurance. Beautiful card there. And that femininity makes sense, right? You're leaning into having a new baby. The second card, because it came at the same time.
Isn't femininity also like a goddess within her?
Yeah, I mean, that's the God side of you.
The feminine side of God.
The Shekinah. Shekinah. And there's no wrong way to pronounce it. 5 of Wands also came out for you. And there's, and this really lines up to your question about the 2 mamas. Rival, debate, hassle, argument. Maybe there was some tensions already. But that's just talking about that probably. So that came out. And this is the one that was on top. Promise. You have promises being fulfilled. Femininity. Creativity and assurance. So I'm going to say that's the card because the other one didn't really make sense.
Yeah. So what the other one does make a little sense to me between her and her mom. And
yeah, I mean there might be some, but I want to focus on the.
Also, the feminist also could be. She says that she's having a girl.
Ah, having a girl. That makes a lot of sense right there. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations. Yeah, with mom. So yeah, that makes sense. Some people shy away from some of the tension cards and such because you want everybody good, but it is good because this is communication and honest communication.
So the outcome of that. Let's see what we get for an outcome.
So the outcome is 8 of Wands.
How the change will work out between.
And so here we go. We got action, news, right? Effort and passion. So there's going to be there's action and news. It's the 8 of Wands. 8 is new beginnings. Makes sense. Some effort. I don't think being pregnant, I don't think you can do that without it taking a little effort, along with all the other stuff going on with your life. So yeah, it just, so you have the action that you're required to take. You have the news. You have the effort that'll be involved and the passion. You're going to want to do, you're just going to want to do what you're going to. That's also could be translated to enthusiasm, God-given passion, God-given energy and will to do what it is that you need to do. So I hope that blesses you, Armani. You're welcome. You are most welcome.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be some good change towards her and her mom's relationship, after everything.
I also feel this one's for you too. It was on the bottom of it's the Page of Cups. Okay, Armani, it's guidance, dreams, emotion, and feelings. And I think it's relative to the point of just inspiring you to journal your dreams, to pay attention to your emotions within the dreams and your life, your feelings. So guidance will come through your dreams, emotions, and feelings. Okay? Page of Cups, beautiful cross of life in there, and of course the circles represent infinity and our symbiotic relationship with love. So your guidance is going to come from dreams, emotions, and feelings. Okay? I hear you, Gene. 78. Really, you put those two numbers together, you're only 15. You're only as old as you feel. And if that were true, I'm about 92. I look pretty good for 92.
She wants her job back.
Yeah. Yep. So that you're thinking of someone you used to have too, and maybe that's the person coming back around and getting to know each other again, maybe. So that remains for you to be seen. So welcome on Saturday. Unless you're in Australia, it's Sunday.
Coffee hour.
Coffee hour. I got me coffee. Oh, yes.
What are you growing at?
Love coffee. I believe if I were to have a child now, I would name that child Coffee because I love coffee. This is my new child, Coffee. I mean, it could be it's not really gender specific, really. I mean, coffee, it doesn't necessarily mean male. It could mean female. Coffee. Everybody like, oh, it's coffee? Everybody would just love your kid already because everybody loves coffee. No, not everybody. It's bitter, but I have a little bit of honey and I put a little bit of coconut oil in there. It helps me noggin. Hello from New Louisiana. You'd be the third person from Louisiana I've spoken to in 3 days. Something like that.
Oh.
So, oh, you're welcome, Gene. Betsy, I'm doing free readings and such, but I would like and appreciate you to share this out, to go to my YouTube channel, Patrick Holmes Sozo.
She's from Louisiana.
And hit subscribe and maybe hit like a couple videos there and share this out, so other people. I'm excited. I'm excited. Betsy from Louisiana, tell me what you want. Hey, you have a nice evening too, hon. Thank you for participating. I believe you got a good read. Remember, don't just hear the cards. If there's action required, and you have some action items that came up, and you be brave and you do what you got to do, girl. For Deborah. All right. Honor yourself. Honor yourself. A person's only as strong as the weakest thought they have for themselves. You're only as strong as the weakest thought you have towards yourself. What is your weakest thought? What is that? And then do something to get rid of it. Change that thought. Change that thought. Go on to subscribe. Thank you, Armand. I appreciate that. And that you tell others, because I'm really building my brand now and making myself available. And of course, my wife does all kinds of stuff online. I mean, she's had people come out of comas. She's had healed all different kinds of modalities, maladies, sicknesses, and emotional stuff, attachments, house clearing. She cleared a funeral home in Pennsylvania, of all things. Yeah, I think that's where you're at. I can't remember who's in Pennsylvania, but from here, got rid of all the double uglies. The angels showed up, gave her a flaming sword of fire. It was cool. One of the ladies actually going to write a book now because one of the family members, she's a teacher, very astute in the English language and writing and such. So Tony may be in a book. I don't know. Could happen. You like my wings? They actually kind of look like big ears on me. Like I have these big white ears. Hey, I'm a bunny. Was like, oh, so Richard's asking, hi, Terrain, asking the other person in front, Betsy in Louisiana, would you like a card, Betsy? You have a pendulum question? Yes or no? That's pendulum questions, or yes or no. And I could do some cards. Terrain, hi. Where you at? Terrain, Ameria. Hi. Let me know where you're at. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it. And if you could go subscribe to my YouTube, Patrick Ohms Sozo, YouTube, Healing Wellness Modalities on Facebook, or Patrick Wellness on Facebook. And I'll give some cards here. Yep, we have 2 new people. So let's see. Betsy was first. You there? Let me know you're there, Betsy. I'm going to pull a card for you unless you have a pendulum question, okay? So let me know what's up. You have a relationship question. You want me to do card reading for relationship, business, personal. This is for Betsy in Louisiana. I lost family, but dad and brother. I want what is ahead for me. Okay, so general reading for future. And you've had some loss, so you're going through grieving stuff. There's 5 stages to grief. And there's no shortcuts. So if you don't know what those 5 stages are, I recommend Googling it. Because my memory, I have to Google it, and I've read it 1,000 times. I don't know what it is, those stages. I know there's anger, there's resentment, there's 5 stages to grief. And going ahead and moving forward in your life is going to require that you address all 5 of those stages. And it'll happen as you're moving through life. But life will be, it'll go smoother if you're participating, right? So I hope you're participating with me right now, Betsy. I'm pulling a card for you right now. Here we Oh, yeah. I can't even hardly say this. It's a 5. The card is a Roman 5. Aerophant, tradition, respect, knowledge, and law. So, tradition, respect, knowledge, and law. I would suspect that means something to you, Betsy, and maybe to someone else that is watching. If I can get the card right. I need to get like a holder, right? So I'm trying to get it so you can see. I got to come down to see the top. All right. It says tradition. Okay, that ring light. There it is. Tradition, respect. And that's a mirror. It's like looking in a mirror. Knowledge and law. So perhaps it's about yourself. You need, there's some traditions. There's respect, knowledge, and law. So something to do with your traditions, the way you respect people or yourself, perhaps. Your knowledge, perhaps knowledge of the law. Don't know that, what's stirring in you, how it quickens you. Okay, you can tell me if you wish, Betsy. That's fine. I'm going to pull another card. So that's kind of like past, let's say, right, Betsy? You could look at this. So maybe this makes more sense and looking at it from a past perspective, because really this first card is more about your past, because we're doing a general reading, past, present, and future. Tradition, respect, knowledge, and law. And it's like looking into a beautiful mirror, and there's a light. See the light in there? So present for Betsy. We have the Two of Swords. So this is for right now, present tense. Okay, Betsy, you still with me? Ancestral, yes, could be. 5 is change, yes. 5, you had to come back to the first card. 5 is also change, the number of change. And you want to know what's coming up. There's some change coming, but it's that's your past card. This is your present. Two of Swords, perception, choice, balance, patience, trust, and intuition. This is something you're going to know. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Those are offensive weapons. Offensive. The flames there. Perception, choice. You choose what you want to perceive. We all do. We all have filters. And finding a balance, right? Finding that balance between your choices and what you perceive, what's expected and what's needed to be done. Patience. Do not ever pray for patience. That's where on that word. Because guess what will happen? All kinds of circumstances will come that will require what? Patience. Until you get really good at it. Trust and intuition. So have some patience in the process and trust your intuition. Okay? Betsy? That's going to be very important for what's coming. This is right now. Your perception, your choice and your perception, whatever you're perceiving, you can choose to see it in a different light. And then balance those hyper ideas, the dreams, right? Like shooting for the stars with what's actually practical. So there's got to be a balance, but you can't leave one out or the other. You can't let go of your dreams. You can't, what quickens you, what gives you that little excitement in your tummy, like when you take a bump in the road where it dips down a dip really quick and you didn't notice it, and as you just get that, right? What gives you that? Okay, Babsy, and lean into that patience, and okay, trust the process, trust your intuition. Okay, trust it. Maybe you're going to learn working with some cards like this. These are touchstones. You have giftings and talents and abilities. Choice, perception, balance, patience, trust, and intuition. That's for a card for right now. Now we do a future. Ooh, this is good. I hope you're still there. I hope you're still there. This is your future. King of Swords. This is a card. Fair, honest, reason, knowledge, logic, and writer. Wow. I wonder how this bears witness to you. Look at that. King of Swords. That's awesome. Beautiful. Your future will contain fairness, honesty, knowledge, reason, the ability to understand, right? Logic, and writer. So apparently you may be doing some composing, some literature, and it has something to do with truth. Let's come this way. There we go. See that? Beautiful card there, Betsy.
It has wings on it too, like blossoming. Like
yeah, it looks like there's wings on there. And there's the symbol for infinity right there too. So something in your future has something to do with this. The King of Swords. Fairness, honesty, reason, logic, knowledge, and writer. So I hope, write it down. I'm a life coach too. One of the techniques really going forward for you and identifying I would bet, Betsy, you already have an idea of what you want to do. Tell me yes or no. Do you know what you want to do? Your best case? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. Okay? Or intention is the evidence of things hoped for and such. And so do you know? I've been struggling with my health. Okay, so you've been struggling. So that means your focus for your future is to get healthy. If you didn't know that, now you do.
You had that card that was number 2 before.
Yeah.
So right now I feel like she's working with spirit in her. That means Source and her are getting everything into
So my wife gets, I'm sure you can hear that, you know,
Yeah.
feels that you're working with Source. You and Source are working together and moving towards your healing. That's happening right now. So instead of saying, I've been struggling with my health, I want to change. Of course, you're just describing your experience, but really, words are powerful. You can do a search on Google for this Japanese quantum physicist about how he used words, and not just him. A number of people have done this, but he was one of the first, and how powerful words affected water, and how healthy, positive words like love and peace and healing, you know, Jesus and their names, you know, positive names, yielded beautiful snowflake crystals. And then other terms that are negative and coarse and abrasive yielded distorted, even blackened structures. So write down positive things about yourself, Betsy, loving things. Imagine yourself whole. Imagine those kind of things, and start walking towards. Tony says that you and Source are sorting it out.
So basically, she has generational curses that need to be taken off of her health.
So you have generational curses that need to be taken off your health.
Because she says, I have kidney disease.
And
Lost
kidney
11
disease.
family members several years ago. I just wonder if that will happen for me. So basically, she would need a clearing.
Yeah, you need a clearing. So if you can get with Tony, she's really good at that. There's no case except just to show up. And in fact,
it's a gene within her.
It's a gene within you, but you know, it can be sorted out.
Yeah.
It can be sorted out, and I want to do the crystal bowl. So Betsy, get some earphones, and anybody else that's listening, get some headphones. Maybe you already have it from when I blew the shofar, but I'm really hoping for some physical relief, you know, some ease to come into your life right now. And I think, are you going to do it?
I'll do it for you.
Yeah. Okay. My wife's going to do it, but I want to go a couple minutes.
So basically, there's also some healing techniques to also strengthen her immune system and her kidneys. But it sounds like it's generational. So, and there's a gene that we need to reverse. So a healing session would be great.
So if you can, a healing session. So we'll just relax, take some intentional. Use the name of God. You can say, Yah in and way out. Just close your eyes and relax. Breathing naturally. Feeling relaxed.
You heard that?
All right. So let me know how that felt. If you'd be so kind. Gatorade and lemonade. Anybody would like to comment? Terrain, America, could I have one, please? Are you still here, Terrain? I will definitely give you some cards. And please remember, go and subscribe at my YouTube, Patrick Om Sozo. That's Patrick Om Sozo.
Phone lines are open too.
Phone lines open. We got a number up above in the chat. You can call me here in Arizona, and we could chat for a bit. You can ask a question and such. If you want to come on live with me, I dare you. I can invite you. I can bring you on the video right now. So let me know. We have 4 people watching. That is good. Relaxing. Good. I'm glad. Yes, Terrain. Okay. Awesome. I'm open to any blessings. Thank you. Okay, Terrain. Let us do. You know, I've been working with my Irish cards. Let's do some Archangel for Terrain. I just felt quickened. I felt that, ooh. They want to play with these. I am a child with these beautiful tools and toys. Touchstones. These are beautiful. You see the gold? All right, this is for terrain. Also, I'm open to any blessing.
Does she have a general question, or?
If you want to know about romance, general reading, let me know specifics as I'm flushing. What do you call that? Shuffling, flushing. I'm flushing for you. I'm flushing, and my face is flushing. I'm getting red. I'm so embarrassed. Hope you're having fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me.
She just wants a general.
Just a general. Just general, please. Past, present, future is what I'm going to do using the Archangel deck for terrain. All right. Boom. Bam. Past, 8 of Gabriel. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So this is a past card. Real pretty. Look at that. The angels, the birds, the dove, the peace. Some birds of prey.
Mm-hmm. Also, the orange represents too is
relationship, that color.
Creativity.
So some about some relationships and such in the past. It's really up for you to decipher. I hope that makes sense to you. 8 of Gabriel's. 8 is new beginnings. You just came out of a new beginning, perhaps. I don't know. I think. All right. That's past card. We're going to do present card. 7 of Michael. Well, we're going incrementally. There is a better course of action available to you. This is right now. Terrain, working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So, some insight. 7 of Michael.
Is that orange also? Or?
No, this is like a...
Oh, I'm still seeing your orange card. Oh, it's blue. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
Indigo.
Healing.
Third eye.
Third eye. You come to a fork in the road. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details.
So that goes along with the whole relationships, having relationships.
Yes. So that is your present, okay? Now we're going to do a future. What's going on here? 11, strength. Archangel Ariel, and I love this. Got the lion. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. So strength and grace comes through kindness. That's doing something for other people, things, other beings, something other than yourself, or even being kind to yourself, perhaps.
11 is also a gateway.
11 is, yes, a prime number. It's a gateway. Relationship between spirit and soul, one and one. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Forgiveness is not an emotion, so don't wait to feel like you're forgiving people, okay? You're not going to feel it, and you're just going to be mad and whatever, disappointed, and that's okay. You can be all those things, but, forgive. To say, I forgive every person, place, or thing, and I ask God for the feeling of forgiveness for those person, places, and things.
And forgiving yourself.
Forgive yourself. And it's not a matter, you either do it now or do it later, or just endure, because nothing good comes from unforgiveness. Nothing good comes from not dealing with past traumas, emotional, physical, and such.
Yeah,
oh, you're welcome. Makes sense.
My understanding.
All right. Yes. Good. So you lean into that. Keep doing that. These are confirmation of what you're doing is right. The orange being that relationship that can be with other people that you're helping too.
And bringing in new relationships.
Bringing in new relationships, new connections, growing your ministry.
And then the last card was purple, so that means enlightenment and opening.
Yeah, the purple card, enlightenment and opening. And I love that because we've had the lion show up, the lion of the tribe of Judah. That's my
courage and strength.
one of my. I mean, like actually, literally showing up. We had pictures of the lion in a mist. First, he was sitting with us, and we were joking. I was like, "I'm gonna lie down with the lion," and then we took a picture after I lied down. Man, I can't even describe the feeling of love and acceptance, the presence of the lion. And it's another form of Christ. He is also known as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. So Jesus sometimes will show up in the form of a lion. And what was that, huh?
Lots of courage and strength.
Lots of courage and strength.
Standing up in boldness. You know how the lions are very
loving
looking, but they're also very strong.
Lions can be ferocious. We watched them chase off a whole pack of wolves in the spirit that were coming against us at that time in our life. You know, there's nothing can that stand up to the lion.
So yeah, it looks like she's going through quite a bit of transitioning and enlightenment right now. So that's good.
So Richard had a question that came by here during terrains, and he's I've been single a while. I miss having a partner. Yeah, I hear that. Well, will I fall in love again? And you misspelled. You said, "Well, I fall in love again." Guess what? I think you answered your own question there, Richard. Well, I fall in love again and find somebody to spend the rest of my life with. I think you just gave yourself a reading. So, Richard, we want to know if Richard will fall in love again. And I think it's something to do for Richard. Richard, I think you said you were in New York, right?
Yeah, he's in New York.
Let me try my other pendulum. It's harder for me sometimes to connect with the pendulum when we're just, like you're in the chat because I'm picking up everybody. This is for Richard Denny, and he wants to know if he'll love again. Yeah, there we go. There's some movement. Denny wants to know, Richard wants to know, will there be love again?
Maybe say, will there be romance?
Well, so it's moving, yes. It's just very small. So maybe we're talking, there's still some time. Maybe you're still going to go through some healing processes and such. So there is a yes, but it was faint, like it's distant. I have to go off the feeling I get right in my own self, and I could feel the positiveness, but it was just faint. So we're not talking about next week or nothing, but I think it's something that if you lean into, do the things you need to do for self improvement and really being the best person that you can be, so you're in the right state of mind, both and physically and emotionally, get all those old wounds and landing strips healed up if there are. I'm not saying there are. I'm just saying that's way of preparing yourself, right, Richard, for love. The love, it's like having another child. I mean, you have to be involved, and you have to be able to let the other person be who they are, and what are, like I talked about earlier, for someone else, you're never going to find a perfect person. You might find someone that's really, really awesome, but there'll be something eventually that will just rub you wrong. And that's when you need to decide, what are you willing to tolerate? And that sounds kind of cold or whatever, but the loving part's easy, in the sense of falling in love and the lust, that excitement. But really, the road, when you talk about spending your life with someone, and I'm going on 32 years with my lovely wife, and it's not all been peaches and cream. And I'm a difficult person to be around, and sometimes, and I've come through some really hard times the last 11 years, and she's been here right here all the time. And that's good.
Too is what is he doing to activate that?
You're welcome, Richard. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about, activation. Yeah. Leaning into, you ask about that, is something on your heart. And so you need, like I said, you need to start preparing for love. You know, start preparing for love. Do you look like the person that you think you should look like? Do you feel like the person you think you should feel like? Are you doing the things you want to be doing in your life? Are you going outdoors are you going to meet people? Yeah. Are you going to places to meet? Are you making yourself available, joining clubs or doing activities or church or dating sites or, you know, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you walking towards it. I mean walk, don't run, because this is not something that's going to, you know, it's not going to be a lightning strike, but it is there. But I believe you need to be responsible about it. Responsibly act and put your faith towards it. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. So do you believe you can find someone that you can love the rest of your life? Ideologically? Like, do you believe it, Richard? Do you believe you can be loved the rest of your life? Might even be a better question. Do you think you are worth loving? You know, and you need to get answers to those kind of things. If you don't already, you may already know it. I don't know. That's right. There's no perfect man. It's. Are you willing to tolerate and grow with? Right? I mean, there's growing. Come on, there can be self-help. It's not like a person, but I guarantee you, and women do this. I don't think it's gender specific. I think people do it going into relationships, and they see those things because perhaps they've been with the person for a number of years. You know, sometimes it takes years to see these things, and then when they come out and they're just like, oh, I can change that. I'll change that person to the person that I want them to be. Good luck with that. That never works. That never works. You might get that person to change, but they will be miserable. They have to want to change. All right. It's not that they don't need to change and that they can't change. But if you're going to insist that they change, well, then you're going to be in for an uphill battle. They need to come up with the idea. You need, you know, if you're in a relationship right now, I feel this really strong. I feel a quickening. If you're in a relationship right now and you're not happy with that person, they're doing all kinds of stuff that, or just some stuff that's driving you nuts, and you're starting to look around, you know, maybe they're the mirror for you. Maybe to work on your shadows. Yeah, to work on your shadow side. Those things that are triggering you. Maybe what they're doing is just fine and you're being triggered. And there's a lot of that going on in this country. Lily, can I get a card, please? Probably. I bet you I can manage. If you can go subscribe to my Patrick Ohms Sozo. Patrick Ohms Sozo. That's OMSOZO. Really, that's it's like a stage name, right? I mean, I believe words contain vibrations. They do absolutely contain vibrations, and that is peace and healing, because Om is peace, that inner peace, the healing. Sozo is Greek for healing, wholeness, deliverance, salvation, all kinds of stuff. It's a very pregnant word, so that's why I have that. So go to my Patrick Ohms Sozo and hit subscribe. Perhaps even take some time at some point, watch some of the videos. And Lily, I will give you a card. Also, on Facebook. On Facebook, Patrick's Wellness. If you go there and subscribe or hit like and follow, I don't know how those things. I have a handler. My wife's my handler. Totally the global healer.
So Lily, where are you from?
Yeah, where are you from, Lily? First, I want to know where you're at before I do any cards. It helps me connect, and I appreciate it. And it also find it really interesting. There's people here. There's a lady here from Connecticut. We have New York in the house. I don't know about now, but we did. There's four people in here right now, as far as I can see. So Lily, and as far as where you're at, Lily, and any specific, like you want a reading for love, Kimberly. Hey guys, hi Kimberly. So yes, I will give you a card, Lily. Let me know where you're at. I live in Italy. Now that is a far, far land.
He's such a flip.
Pretty cool. I've always wanted to go to Italy. Let's pray for healing and then all the kinds of stuff going on in that country. Lots of heavy stuff. So you get the cards here. Any specific type of reading? Lily in Italy. Lily? Is it pronounced Lily? Lily. La. My inner child is not so inner. My inner child, I kind of wear my inner child on my sleeve. Lily lives in Italy. And I'm going to give it a card. And I guess we'll do a general reading, just general. Hey, part of being psychic, I guess. All right. I'm going to start out with a past card. I've got the Archangel deck I'm using right now. Real pretty. Boom. Ace of Ariel, Lily. It's your lucky day, hon. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or a promotion. Does that make sense to you? And look at the pretty color. The healing. I believe that's greens. Kind of like a minty.
It's green. It's probably like there's a lot of
Ace of Ariel, real pretty card. See the pretty, you're like in a place. That's you, Lily. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. So it could be one or the other, or perhaps all three. A change in job or a promotion. Does that make sense? Let me know this is past.
Pink,
that's pink. Right, that's pink. That's because it's lilies.
It's pink, not green.
So, to me, this is not a past card. This is right now. So we're not doing a past present. We're doing just a right now specific. We're going to lean into this. All right?
Passion and love.
All right. Yes, it's making sense. Good. Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. I'm not sure if you're looking relationship. And this, to me, this is a masculine card. It's talking about someone masculine. And when you see it, it's like you're down and like you're about to meet. There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. That's awesome. Lily. Well, I would think there'd be two L's. It was Lily. Native area. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. I think this is talking about a masculine energy in your life. Doesn't necessarily mean male, just someone perhaps identifies more in the masculine side that's feminine. I mean, who knows? There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. And I'm.
She's got lots of pink cards.
Yeah, this is also pink. There's a Lily.
There's a lot of passion.
Lots of passion, compassion.
Romance.
Perhaps romance. I kind of get that. I don't know if you already have. Yes, it's making sense. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the third card for Lily. I hope I'm not offending you with my childlike thing with your name.
Is it male on the horse?
Yes, it is.
So it's like somebody's coming into her life.
And here's something to kind of convince. The 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Lily. Release regret. Okay? Release it. And embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. You know, sometimes we have to look for that silver lining. And we get caught up in the heaviness of the trials and tribulations of life. And look, there's another masculine energy watching over you. You had a beautiful dress on, Lily. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we forget about that.
All synchronicities.
Release regret. Stop holding on to that if you are. No. Knock it off. That goes for everybody.
Oh, okay.
And myself included.
Green right there, so that means she's going through some inner healing or releasing.
It's a flyby card. That's my video effects. All right.
5 has changed, so she's going through.
Yeah, there's change. So you have your 3 cards. First, we started out with that one, which was really good. It's your lucky day, new resources, etc. Then you have the Knight of Ariel, the masculine energy, someone watching over you. Perhaps it's someone you already know. Possible relationship. I don't know. It could be internal. Yes. Okay. So I haven't got it. And then, last but not least, we have the 5 of Raphael.
I haven't seen any other comments coming in.
So there we go. I hope that blesses you, huh? Be sure to go subscribe to me, YouTube, Patrick Holmes Sozo, and Patrick Wellness on Facebook. Hit like, follow, leave me some comments. Tell me, hey, you know, this shirt's from Italy, Lily. It's Italian silk. I got one more too. I got it in like a secondhand shop. It was brand new, but I don't know why no one else bought it. But it fits me perfect. I love it. And, you know, Italian dress. I like the style in Italy.
Well, she said,
So,
I will what?
What the heck? Thank you very much. I will. Oh, good. Yeah, subscribe. Good. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you supporting me in my dreams and vision as I support you in your dreams and visions. Because that's what this is about. And really giving you confidence and so you can move forward. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. Or intention is the things of things hoped for. Yep.
You're so funny. You're acting like a little boy.
I am. I'm just a little boy. I'm a 52-year-old little boy.
Oh my goodness.
Stop.
Giving you some joy, Lily. Patrick's giving joy out like a medicine.
Bible says laughter does the body good, like a good medicine. So I hope you're laughing a little bit.
I don't know. With her cards, there's a lot of male, masculine. Either there's compassion or romance in her life now, or there's somebody definitely coming in to be with her, to share her life with. But
did you hear Tony?
But
Lily?
she's also going through some releasing and forgiving and inner healing with Raphael right now, or giving healing to others. So.
Yeah, perhaps you're giving healing, leading people.
So yeah, she's got a lot going on with those cards, definitely.
Kimberly, did I ever get you, Kimberly?
I don't even see her on here.
Kimberly Butler Evans. Are you still on there? No?
She's mine.
There's 5. I can't tell.
So she says she's single. So boy, she has some coming up. I'm telling you, girl.
I don't think you're gonna be single for long.
Yeah, yeah, because.
And I think it's something that's it's anyway.
Compassion, romance.
I felt that I just didn't want to say that because if you have a person, you have to be sensitive in reading and being intuitive because you can't just assume everything. And some readers will do that and they'll just blurt stuff out and it causes confusion. And then, people are leaving people and they shouldn't have left people because actually it was a new person that person was going to become that they were already with. So, what's that?
That last card, baby?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that she's releasing old hurts or wounds from a previous relationship.
Yeah, very important that Tony says that you're releasing. That last card had to do with releasing old wounds from previous relationships, and you really need to definitely do it. Forgiveness. Just release them. Say, I release them. They owe me nothing, and it doesn't matter if you feel like it. I don't give a rip. It has nothing to do. Forgiveness is not an emotion. It's an action, and you have to do it. We all have to do it, and we don't like to hear that. Some people get all fleshy, and they're like, click out. I'm done listening to this crap. Well, you're going to hear it from someone else until you do it.
That male masculine that's in her card, also healing that area in her life. The male masculine side of herself.
Yeah, it's also bringing healing to your masculine side. You're a woman, but you have feminine and masculine, and there's different balances of that.
Is Kim still on? I don't see her.
I don't know. If you're still on, Kimberly, I'll give you cards.
She was watching earlier.
I don't know. We have 3 people. We lost 2 people now.
All right. So whoever's in the room, come forward and ask for a card or a question.
Yes. So if you have a question, you would like a card, go ahead and come forward, and I will be more than happy to oblige.
It's already 8. Wow.
I'm thinking I'm going to take a little break here. Stay live, but just kind of give maybe some people time to come in.
Well, there's only 2 people, so if we don't get more, if there's no one else in the room that wants.
Yeah, if no one else wants any ministry and stuff, then probably call it a night for a little bit. Maybe I'll come back on. Maybe I'll go back on the Patrick Holmes Sozo YouTube live.
Or maybe we'll do double readings.
Yeah, double reading. Yeah, or maybe, yeah, me and Tony.
Or me and you.
Yeah.
Live. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony the Global Healer. We'll do it at the same time. I'll go on my computer and we'll both be on the screen at the same time. That would be fun. What do you think? Anybody there? Hello, hello, hello.
So just
is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me.
If they would like to book appointments with you,
yeah.
You're available for private sessions.
I am available for private sessions if you would like to book.
For hypnotherapy.
I do. I'm a transpersonal hypnotherapist. I'm a certified wellness practitioner, which means I'm certified in hypnotherapy, NLP, which is neuro-linguistics programming. I do toad reading, yes, toad reading, and soul coaching. So it's a soul coaching technique. Do cards, do the sound therapy, guided meditation. The hypnotherapy, at the very least, is extremely relaxing.
And also, you bridge people to their
there's a whole bunch of different stuff in the I'm a transpersonal hypnotherapist, which means I come at it from more of a spiritual side, and I can put you in contact with your guides. I mean, like, angels. We do past life regression, life between life regression, and
NLP for pain.
NLP for pain relieving techniques, both emotional and physical pain relief, and weight loss, habitual habit. Habitual. Get rid of those habitual things in your life that are negative that you don't want. Addictions and such.
Yeah.
And I can do all that. And I've had lots of success. I'm not a newbie. I'm well trained and well practiced. And I do Reiki and Shefa. Shefa is the overflow, Hebrew word for overflow. And these are energy techniques. And I do that too for physical and emotional healing for people. And I'd love to help you. If you're watching this and you get a quickening, then do it, man. Do it. Just do it. Come on and book it. Prices are not bad. It's just about energy exchange. You're not paying. What I'm doing is free. You're just sewing into our ministry. So we put suggested prices and such. And but you're not. The actual ministry is free. You're just keeping energy going. You're more blessed to give than you are to receive. So when you give, it just opens up those doors. And so that's why we're giving. I'm doing all these free readings. I do want a little bit in exchange, in the sense of participation, by going to hit subscribe. Patrick Holmes Sozo on YouTube, or Patrick Wellness on Facebook, or healing wellness healing modalities. Anyway. So I'm going to sign off. Perhaps we'll be back on here in a little bit, me and my wifey. I hope you guys are blessed. I know I am. I'm always blessed when I come on and help people. I hope you feel like you've been helped. If you're coming on this late, heads up. Check out Patrick Holmes Sozo on YouTube. Patrick Wellness on Facebook, Healing Wellness Modalities on Facebook, Tony the Global Healer. Obviously, if you're on Facebook, you see it. She also has a YouTube. I appreciate if you go and subscribe to her YouTube too. It's all part of the process. We're here for each other.
And if you were touched by Patrick, please leave him a review on his Patrick's Wellness page.
Yes, please. Yes. Talk about me a little bit. I won't judge.
A nice review would be nice
A
if you were
nice,
touched from a
yeah.
reading. Yeah.
That would be good.
Okay, so
All right. So love and light. Shalom. I bless you guys. And I think I'm over here. I'm doing my own little self-production. And we're going down and down. Where'd it go? No, that's not it. I found it.
you did
All right.
okay.
All right. As I tell my mama, I love you guys. Peace out.
Okay.